because Facebook shut me off. I don't know if it's my connection. And I don't know if I'm live now. Okay. It seems it's working. So sorry. I don't know, my house probably has something with the internet, because it's always working not very well. So we were saying about how important is the detachment, and I was telling about my experience. So the fact is that you know, we actually are manifesting all the time. So we are creating our reality all the time. It's there is, you know, nothing external to us exists. I know it's a strange concept, but if you have heard about the Course in Miracles, you know, it says that all the external reality is basically a projection of our internal world. So everything we are seeing on the outside, in reality, it's a projection of ourselves. So the external reality basically is mirroring what we believe. And it's, you know, this concept, I studied philosophy, and the ancient philosopher, they say the same. So there is no external reality. So it's very important. Why I'm saying this? Because since we are manifesting and we are creating or co-creating all the time, it's very important to create consciousness, to check in with our subconscious beliefs, because our mind is composed like 99% or 90% from subconscious beliefs and 10% of conscious beliefs. So our subconscious beliefs were created when we were very young, when we were child, and when, you know, we absorb as baby all the beliefs of our system, of the system around us. So our parents, our grandparents, the school, the teachers. So it's before starting to consciously create your reality, it's super, super, super important to check in with your subconscious beliefs. And as soon as you have done this, to reprogram your subconscious beliefs. So to reprogram, I use different techniques. One that it's working very well for me is tapping and hypnosis or other kind of techniques that are helping me really to reprogramming my subconscious belief. So for example, if your conscious mind is telling you, I want to be rich, okay? But your subconscious mind in reality is like thinking, rich people are bad, being rich is dangerous, I will never be able to be rich, or I have to work 80 hours a week to be rich, or rich is impossible for me, because you have seen around you, your parents, your family, you know, hustling hard, working hard, and telling you that, you know, all these beliefs. For example, in my family, you know, I've seen always my parents working very hard and always very worried about money, about how to make money, that making money was, you know, a big deal, was hard, money were hard to make. So I could have grown up with these beliefs. Instead, I started very early when I was 15 to work on my subconscious mind and on my spirituality, to believe other beliefs and to create another reality for me. So when I was 15, for example, I took a course that was like mind-blowing for me, that it's called, in Italian, it's like psychodynamics, where they teach us how to leverage the power of our mind, because in reality, our mind, it's much more powerful than we think, and we are much more powerful than we think we are. And we are just using like a very small percentage of our mind. So for example, in this course, always, doing the process of meditation, visualization, entering in your alpha brain, I were able like to travel in other place, to speak with people. And for example, I use a lot this technique when I was studying at university, and I was actually going to meet my professor for the exam and tell him the exact question I want to be asked during the test. And it always worked. So whenever I use the system, I always have the teacher asking me exactly the question I want and taking the grade I want, or traveling, to speak with friends. And it's also a very powerful tool to heal. So it's something I use constantly, and I also teach my client. And I also created a meditation with the same technique I've learned, to really step into your power and into your subconscious mind, and create your reality from this place, okay? So it's very important to really leverage the power of our mind, and working on cleaning our subconscious beliefs, because it can apply to every aspect of our life. Because if your subconscious belief is saying you have seen your parents divorced or fighting, and your subconscious belief is telling you love is hard, relationship don't make you happy, or whatever. Even if consciously you really desire to find a partner, you are not going to have an healthy relationship if your subconscious mind is telling you these things. And so it's very important to find this alignment. I call it alignment, and this agreement between our soul and our mind. Because when we have this alignment, when we act from a place of alignment, is when we can manifest. And sometimes we get frustrated because the things it's not happening as fast as we want, or in the terms we want. And it's exactly when I was speaking just before with the client, it's exactly when we do not have to give up. It's exactly when we are breaking the ceiling, when we are touching our upper limit, and we just need to keep going. We just need to keep our vibration high. We just need to keep doing the inner work, the energy work, and taking the actions, even if externally it's not manifesting yet, even if externally it's not exactly how we were supposed to see the things, but you have to keep doing the work. So it's super important. And I also, for me, it's also very important to understand the law or the principle of generation. So basically, when we are trying to manifest something that is out of our league or out of our subconscious mind, it's going to be a stretch for us. It's going to be hard at the beginning. It's going to be an up level. So it's not like easy and flow and flowers at the beginning, because we are stretching our mind. So we have two possibilities, okay? Or stay in the same place or evolve. You know, the mind and the energy has to like things, or evolution or contraction, okay? So if the mind will always try to keep us safe, and will always try to keep us in the, you know, consuming the less energy. So in the moment we are, you know, up leveling and we are trying to manifest new things in our reality, it's the moment when our mind will start freaking out. So it will start saying, it's not true, what are you doing, are you crazy, you know, it can be possible, what if? You know, our mind will always say, what if? What if everything is crazy? What if you are creating everything? What if everything's gonna be horrible? What if I will lose all my money? What if? What if? What if? What if? So if we give away the power and we believe to this talk, we believe to this limitation, it's the moment when we'll step back and we give up. And it's the moment when we, quote unquote, fail, because there is no failures. And we start saying, okay, law of attraction is not working for me. It's BS that there is abundance, that the universe is abundant, that money is an infinite source, that you know, love is everywhere, that I am love, that I can have everything I want. So it's very, very important for us to keep the vibration high and to, you know, have the complete certainty in our heart, so in our feeling, that the thing we desire is going to manifest, is going to happen, okay? And you know, we do not expect, for example, that we plant a seed and immediately we can see the flowers and the tree. So it's the same. We have to, you know, keep doing, keep believing, keep trusting and knowing that is going to happen. You know, when, for example, when you go to buy to the grocery store to, you know, meat, you have the certainty that you will find the meat, you will buy the meat, you will cook the meat. So there is no stress, there is no attachment, because you have the certainty. So it has to be the same. You having crystal clear the certainty in your heart that the thing that is the best for you is going to happen no matter what, okay? So you know, it's very important, as I was saying, you know, the beliefs, the subconscious beliefs, then the words we use, the phrases we use, the thoughts. So the words shapes our thoughts. Our thought shapes our emotions, so how we feel. From our feelings, we create actions, and from the action, we see the results. So the actions, basically, it's a very, very important step, because it's the bridge between the invisible and the visible. So it's very important to take action. So it's very important to follow our intuition and take the action we have, you know, we feel we have to take. So that's why, you know, in my coaching, I always use, you know, everything about manifestation and spirituality and all these things, but also concrete action to take, because there is no one or the other separated. You know, it can be only energy and spirituality and all these beautiful things that are amazing, but alone they cannot bring results, and it cannot be only strategies or actions without the spirituality, the energy side, the deep inner work. So, you know, it's very important to recap the process. Beliefs, so working on our subconscious beliefs. Words, so our language. Thoughts, so what we are thinking consciously. Emotions, so what we are feeling, what we are experiencing. Actions, and then results. So this is the process we need to follow, okay? And it's so it's very, very important that you sit with yourself and you really try to journal, or, you know, having someone working with you to helping you to clean and peel off all the subconscious beliefs that you have, that maybe you don't even know to have, but that are in reality, they are running the show of your life. So it's super, super important for me to do this work on the subconscious beliefs and be very present and mindful. So I do the work on the subconscious beliefs, as I said, you know, with journaling and then tapping, so cleaning the subconscious thoughts with the EFT tapping, or with the hypnosis, or other techniques that could work for you. And then in the moment you have cleaned the subconscious beliefs that are blocking you, then from this space start taking the concrete actions. And then two others very important tools that I use normally to manifest are gratitude. So every day, every morning and every night, when I wake up and when I go to bed, I list 3 things that I'm grateful for, that have to be very, very concrete, like I'm grateful for my hairs, or I'm grateful for my husband, or I'm grateful for this bed, very comfortable, or I'm grateful for breathing, I'm grateful for my nails, you know, something very specific and concrete. And then 3 things you want to manifest that are not already in your reality, but you said that you are grateful for. Because in this way, you are kind of tricking your mind to believe that you have already these things in your life. And your mind will always, always, always want to prove you right. So will the mind, as we said in the video with Brooke about the neuroscience behind the law of attraction, your mind will always go to find evidences to prove you right. So for example, in the night you say, okay, I'm grateful for this amazing meal, I'm grateful for my skin, and I'm grateful for my husband. And then you said, for example, if you want to bring more money, you said, I'm grateful for this client that has paid me in full $5,000. Then you can say, I'm grateful for my soulmate boyfriend or girlfriend or husband that is making me so happy. And I'm grateful for my hot body, for example. Or I'm grateful for whatever you want. So, and I use it and I make it use to my clients, and it works always. So I use it with one of my clients on an health problem, and very quickly, very instantaneously, 1 week after doing these things, she received exactly a call saying the thing she was grateful for. And it happened to me, with clients, with money, with gifts, discounts, everything. It's very, very powerful. You just have to keep going again, even if it's not happening immediately, because sometimes it's very instantaneous, sometimes it takes longer, but you have to keep doing the work. And then the other tool I'm using right now, it's that I always use, but now I refine it. It's write a list every week of the things I want to manifest in the week. And the list, it can be, around 7, 9, 5 things you want to manifest in the week. And you always want like the 5 things smaller and 2 big things you want to manifest. So for example, I wrote this week, I want to manifest an unexpected gift. I want to manifest an unexpected compliment for a stranger. I want to manifest an unexpected discount. And then I write like 2 big things. And they always, every week, I'm like, it blows my mind, because every week it happens. Maybe not exactly how I expected, or maybe even better. Maybe instead of receiving 1 unexpected gift, I received 2 or 3, or, and I'm doing the same process with my client. For example, Rayleigh, my client, and she was like, it's blowing my mind. She was laughing because it's happening. She asked, for example, to manifest flowers. And, from nowhere, she arrived and she found in her desk a flower, someone, give her flowers. So, because, as we talk with Brooke, our mind, we always, going to find in the external reality the evidence to prove us right. So this list, I'm reading the list twice a day, 3 times a day, when I have in my blackboard, and I read it, multiple times a day. And again, I feel into it. So the more joy, the more love, the more fun, the more happiness, again, you allow to arrive into your life, and the more you will manifest what you want. So again, the more love. So as we said, the chakra of love is where material reality and spiritual reality meet. So the more you allow love and happiness and joy into your life, the more it will be easy for you to manifest. And so every time you are tapping into meditation or visualization, really do it from a place of joy, from a place of happiness, from a place of love, from a place of light. Never try to manifest or visualize or meditate from a place of need or want or stress, because it will just bring you more of the stress. So that's why they say, you have to become a vibrational match to what you want to attract. So really, your first job is to feel good, is to feel joyful, is to feel love, is to feel happiness. And everyone has the different way to feel happiness. You know, for me, it could be stay with my husband, or swim into the seaside, or take a bath, or stay with some friends. But for everybody, you know, from someone else, it could be different. But always take action and meditate and visualize when you are in this higher frequency, higher vibration of love, of happiness, of joy, because it will expand exponentially. Because, you know, if you look at the world of nature, you know, the nature is an infinite source. You know, there is infinite source of water, or green, or plants, or flowers, of rain. So we are abundance. We are abundant. So the more we tap into this vibration of abundance, the more we can bring more abundance into our life. The more we try to manifest from a place of lack, the more we will attract lack. So it's super important. So for example, when I say that I manifest my well-being exactly I want it to be, even if the process was not easy, because, you know, I asked, full disclosure, I asked my husband to marry me, and it took like 6 months for him to give me the ring and to say, yes, I want to marry you. You know, I never lost the certainty, and every time I sit in meditation and I manifest our wedding exactly how then it happened, I always do it from a place of, you know, feeling completely the joy of the moment, the abundance of the moment, the happiness of the moment. Never feeling, you know, angry or resentful, or, you know, saying is a, you know, hassle. You know, always tapping into love, because love is the higher frequency in the world, and it's exactly the opposite of fear. So when we are feeling love completely, we cannot feel fear, and all the scarcity, all the problems arise from fear. So if we want to have more in our life, if we want to manifest more in our life, we want to tap more and more into love. So ask yourself, what makes you feel love? What makes you feel loved? And it's not being loved from someone else, but it's being, you know, love yourself, feeling love for yourself, loving your body, loving your mind, loving your experience, loving the present moment, because everything generates from now. There is no past, there is no future, there is no other moment than what we have now. So make the now the most of it. So how can you experience love? How can you experience joy? How can you experience happiness in this present moment? How can you feel abundant? How can you feel light? Maybe put some music and dance, or, you know, everything it's good, but try really to, as much as possible, to tap into this energy of love and joy and abundance, and from this place manifesting and co-creating your reality with the certainty that you know, to you and for you, it's always happening for you. It's always happening the best for you. It's always happening your life. It's always happening for you and not to you. So I hope it was helpful. I hope to give you some practical explanation and tools to use in your daily practice. Let me know if you have any question, any doubts. I will be happy to help you and reply to you. And thank you very much for watching this live and this video. And I speak to you very soon. Bye.